year since I've taken a bath.
Kyle always does this, and he's in Ohio for the holiday. So, Sedona or bus?
But I think we're going to be changing our plans a little bit. Oh, there's a tarp in here. Were you burying dead bodies?
Well, this part of a vacation always stinks. That mountain behind me is a Superstition Mountain. I'm at Lost Dutchman State Park today here in Phoenix, and I'm here with my parents today. We took a short hike on the Native Plant Trail. It's a quarter-mile trail. Highly recommend it. It's right by the Visitor Center, which the Visitor Center is where you buy your day pass. And then we came over here to, I believe it's called Jacob's Crosscut Trail. We didn't do the whole thing. We just hiked up a little bit, probably about a mile, and then we turned around. But we wanted to get as close as we could to the base of the mountain, and we got pretty close. But I highly recommend this state park. It is gorgeous. A day pass is $10. Oh, and I also want to point out the people we've come across on this trail have been so friendly. And you know, that's one thing that I love when I'm hiking, and I've heard other people say it too. It's almost like you turn into a completely different person when you're on the trail. You're so much friendlier than you would be like if you were walking along a sidewalk or a street. And a shout out even to the friendly person that took my photo with my parents with the Superstition Mountain behind us. It's Monday, December 18th. My parents and I are going out for a day trip to Sedona. This is my first time planning a trip on my own. I'm doing the planning, the navigating, the driving, and the sightseeing. So Kyle always does this, and he's in Ohio for the holiday. So Sedona or bust? I feel pretty good about this day trip. I think it's going to go well. I'll keep you posted. We made it to Crescent Moon Picnic Site at Red Rock Crossing. Behind me, you can see my mom and dad. And that back there is Cathedral Rock. It's their first time seeing Cathedral Rock. We're going to take about, maybe about a mile walk along the river. So come along with us. I'm so glad the trip went well this morning. Traffic through Phoenix and Flagstaff was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So busy, and I'm not used to driving in that kind of traffic, but I think I handled it like a champ. So fingers crossed that on the way back, traffic won't be nearly as bad. Our next stop is Chapel of the Holy Cross. Chapel of the Holy Cross is amazing. If you have a chance to make this one of your stops while you're in Sedona, definitely do it. I know a lot of times it's awfully crowded. Today it wasn't so bad, but it's very quiet in there. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. I'm so glad we were able to stop. Now it's on to the shopping part of the day. We're on the main drag here in Sedona, and first up on the list is getting a hat for me. I've been looking for one for quite a while. I need to retire. It's actually my Seattle Seahawks hat that I need to retire. But yeah, we're gonna see what we can find here today. Mom and Dad are in a shop right now. We're back from Sedona. It was an incredible day. It really was. We left at 6:15 this morning and got back at 6 p.m. tonight, and it was a wonderful day. It is December the 18th, and it felt like it was the month of September there in Sedona. It was amazing. crowds were very light, and Mom and Dad enjoyed it. I'm so glad that we could experience it together. But now we are ready to just chill and relax and watch some TV. Well, this part of a vacation always stinks when you have to take people back to the airport to fly back home. So they just went, my parents just went through security, so they're good to go. And I'm going to get back on these crazy Arizona highways and make my way back to the house, where I'm going to go back to bed.
Merry Christmas to all. It is Christmas Day, and we are headed into the living room. There's my brother and my mom.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
And Max eating a treat. There's Shelly. She's guarding the staircase so that Madison doesn't come down early.
Ready.
She's been chomping at the bit to come down, so we're gonna let her come down now.
Alright, just come on and sit. Yeah. You look great.
Merry Christmas, Madison.
There she comes. Santa was here. Santa was here.
Merry Christmas.
Alright, we're gonna open some gifts. So when I last left you, we had just arrived at Kurt's in-laws, and we were getting ready to celebrate Christmas. We had a fantastic time. There's about 20 of us there. I didn't want to film all of that since I don't know if all of them were comfortable being filmed, but we had a fantastic time hanging out, watching football, eating great food. So Joyce and Tom, if you're out there, thanks so much for the invite. We had a blast. Today I am headed over, this evening I'm heading over to catch up with some of my old, basically elementary and junior high and high school friends. We're going over to Harry Buffalo's to hang out. There's only gonna be 5 or 6 of us, and I'm gonna take you along, maybe even film a little of it. See you soon. Welcome to Harry Buffalo's. I don't see any cars I recognize, so who knows if any of my cohorts are here yet. But I'll go inside. I think if they are, they will probably have already gotten a table. Welcome back to the day in the life of Kyle. Apparently, this is what I feel like this episode's turning into. Let me make sure I don't run into the side of the garage as I'm backing the car out of Kurt's garage area. So when we last left you, I was just hanging out with some of my high school friends and elementary friends, really. Today is an adventure to go pick up a new set of glasses. So I ordered some new glasses. The anticipated delivery date was after I'd left, so they were going to mail them to me, but they came in like 4 days instead of 2 weeks. So I am now headed to go pick those up and make sure they're fitted correctly. I'll have to show those to you when I get them. I went with something a little different this time, as they are more of a reader. I find myself not really using the upper portion of my glasses a whole lot because my vision is pretty good distance-wise. It's reading and playing on the computer and looking at my phone where I have problems. So I'm hoping maybe to get away from using my glasses quite as much. But yeah, so I'm headed there. As you can see, it's drizzling, but I'll still take it. It's way better than snow. And then this afternoon, I'm meeting up with one of my college friends, Chris and Lisa, who moved here to the Cleveland area, I don't know, maybe about 2 years ago, and I haven't seen them in several years, obviously, since we've been on the road. But I'm going over to their place tonight, and then tomorrow will be my last day here in Cleveland, and I'm actually in the evening going to look at a potential camping spot for us during our hopefully 2-month-long visit next summer. So we put some feelers out to see if anybody had any property, and one of my friends from high school said that her and her husband have some acreage south of the area here where my brother lives, and so I am going to go check that out and see if we think it would work, and kind of get a chance to meet her husband, who I know has been following us for quite a while now. He's commented on videos and posts and stuff like that, so excited to meet you, Ed, and to see you again, Peggy. So I'll let you know what the glasses look like when I go pick them up. All right, that was a pretty smooth pickup and delivery of my new glasses. So I definitely can tell they're, I feel like they're better for reading, which is what I wanted. And let me show you the new frames. There we go. I can actually see the GoPro pretty well, but off in the distance I can't see anything. It's all blurry. But yeah, I decided to go with blue. I don't know if you can tell much with the fact that there's not much light out right now, but yeah, I like them. They feel good. They're a little bit smaller on my face, and we'll see how these go for using the computer and reading mostly, and not wearing glasses the rest of the time. Fingers crossed. If not, I'll just have to pop in, get some new lenses that are progressives like the old ones were. Good morning, everyone. It's been a few days. So as you can see, I am back at the airport, and the TSA line was pretty long, but it went pretty quick. I'm surprised, actually. So I've got a couple clips here to show you to indicate how long we were standing there, or I was standing there. So I'm here about 2 hours early, and excited to head back to Phoenix today to see Michelle and the cats, and our friends Rick and Teresa. So what a wonderful visit. I'll have to give you some details once I get seated and kind of tell you some of the stuff I figured out regarding our summer next year, and plans are changing yet again. So I'll keep you updated. See you in a minute. Good morning. Made it to the gate where I'm early enough that they haven't even turned on the lights. So it took me about 35 minutes or so to get through TSA, which is not too bad considering the length of the line when I started. But I'm here about 2 hours early, and I downloaded a couple movies and etc. on Netflix, so I'm going to sit here and do some of that. I should be arriving in Phoenix around I think 10:30. Michelle's just going to hang out in the cell phone lot, and then I will let her know when I arrive. She'll swing by, pick me up, and then we'll be head back to the homestead. Looking forward to seeing the kitties as well, and I don't know how much of this I'll film, but I'll keep you guys updated. I know when we were here, or while I was here, I did some investigating on my potential options. I think when I last left you, I was going to be meeting up that evening with a friend, Peggy, and her husband, Ed, that had reached out about a potential camping spot. But I think we're going to be changing our plans a little bit, and we'll explain more about that, maybe in a live event. For January. We're going to get that one scheduled and get information out, but I think we're going to slightly make some changes to our itinerary, but still be visiting the Midwest, and then ultimately going down the East Coast for winter into Florida. Of course, that's next year. Welcome back to Phoenix. So the flight went really smoothly, no issues whatsoever. We actually got here about 10 minutes early, and we had to sit in a staging area because the plane was actually, there was another plane in our gate. So just heading out. It turns out I think Teresa is coming with Michelle, so I am headed down to the baggage claim area just to meet up with them and see if I can find them. They said go to the south curb. I don't know what that means, but they apparently said that there is a sign, and I guess I'll be finding that out soon. See you soon. Looking forward to getting back and seeing everybody. We're having a little gathering on New Year's Eve, and I'm also going to the bowl game tomorrow with Rick, so I'm excited about that.
There he is, folks. Oh, back fresh from Cleveland.
So they came to pick me up after all. Oh, there's a tarp in here. Were you burying dead bodies?
What?
Hi, babe.
Hi, no.
I said there's a tarp in there. Was Teresa burying dead bodies? Yeah, that way I don't get car sick. Hi, Teresa. All right, I made it, guys. Heading home. Gonna get some sleep.
I'm getting booted to the back seat where I belong.